And I should be live again, so hello and welcome. Right. So let's just let the things catch up a little bit. And let me quickly check if I'm actually streaming correctly. Okay, everything seems fine. So hello and welcome back to the stream. So yesterday there was a big breakthrough. So I now have a Simek project that, it's a pretty normal Simek project that actually handles correctly the HTML generation and is cross-compiled into JavaScript. So this was a thing I was trying to get working for a while now, and let me just open this quickly. So right, so let's just compile this thing quickly. Okay, and then I can open it in a browser. So right, so right now it's not, anything super fancy. It's just the simple background grid, but all of this is actually generated using C++. So that's great, because that actually means I can just, go forward and start writing the UI, which kind of is the goal for today. So the main thing I really want to achieve today is actually get some basic UI working. So if I go back to these different web UIs, you can do things like, if I click on a square, it gets highlighted. If you can do things like dragging around, I don't know if I will be, that's a little bit more sophisticated, so I don't know if I will manage the dragging. But the simple, I click on a thing, it gets highlighted, that would be very nice. And then, if I press 1, it gets put in. So that's kind of the, the level of sophistication I kind of want to reach today. And if things go well, or I guess they kind of have to go great for this to happen, but basically if things go well today, I would really love to end up at the end of the stream with having a solve button in here that I can actually click and it would solve a Sudoku puzzle that I, put in. That would be amazing. I don't really expect that to happen today, but, weird things can happen, so we'll see. So let's just get rid of the ugly background. I don't like it, so let's do that. And the great thing is, the web server keeps running and I just rebuild and I have a new thing. So I was looking at the other UIs, and basically what it boils down to, they kind of have a thing where if you click on something, it basically just changes the CSS class of that element. And in particular, this other UI, damn it. Oh, I lost it again. I need to really bookmark this one. Because I keep using it as an inspiration, but I keep closing it. Where the heck is it? Okay. This one, right. And yes, let's just bookmark it. Sure, whatever, let's just give me a puzzle, right? This one has nifty stuff, if you select a thing, it not just selects that particular square, but it also changes the class on the other instances of the number. which I do really like. Like, this is very nifty. So I think I will be stealing some ideas from this. And like, if you look at what's happening, it's actually pretty straightforward. Like, the group just gets selected and matched. And if you look at, you know, basically, if I click away, the selected goes away. And if I click on something else, then also the matched, you know, goes away. There's a thing that's set for given cells. And basically what that does, I think, I haven't checked the CSS yet, but basically what I think is happening here is if I, you know, input like different numbers here, and yeah, there's also like fancy stuff like this, for example, but these are different colors. So, you know, since this isn't given, it's a different color than the ones that were given. And also it doesn't really allow you to like override the given cells. So yes, like this UI is really nice. Like, I really like it. So I kind of want to make something similar. So yes, I guess let's check our code. So right now what I'm doing is basically generating the grid. So these are the thin lines. This is the outside thick rectangle, and then render blocks deals with the 3x3 squares, and the actual squares happen here. So right now these are all just rectangles inside of a group of squares. So now if I want to play with this more, I suspect I will need to basically make it one level deeper. So kind of have, instead of the rectangles directly in the group, have bunch of groups inside of this group, and then manipulate the groups instead of manipulating the rectangles. Yes, because like if I look at what's happening here, yeah, okay, so these are the outside rectangles. What I care about is this. Okay, so here I have, you know, bunch of rectangles directly inside of the group. And I also probably want to have a way to essentially index a square easily. So one way to do that is basically give each square like a unique class. That way, like, okay, like if I basically call, you know, this one like square 0, square 1, square 2, square 3, and so on, then basically I can just look up an element based on a class, and obviously, or it can even be an ID, but obviously, you know, there will be only one that matches because each of them will have a unique ID. So yes, let's do that. So let's nest these rectangles inside of groups, and let's give each of those groups like a unique ID. Right, so that will happen here. So I want to nest it inside of a group, and the attributes of the group will be just an ID. And the ID will be right. Okay. Let's just generate the ID outside here. So the ID will be square underscore and then std to string for x, no, sorry, I times, or for now it will be 9 plus j, right. To string, right. Right, okay, now that's fine. And here we just put in the square ID. So this will be the attribute. And then just children. And it will have only one child for now, which will be the rectangle. Okay, that ends the children should be a list. So that ends the children, and then this ends the this ends the element itself. Right. Let's see if this reformats a little bit better. It doesn't like this. Wait. Okay, yes, I'm indeed missing one bracket. Okay, now it's fine. So now reformat the code. Okay. Maybe now reformat the code. Okay, still not amazing, but looks slightly better. Right, so now if I test this one, I should have bunch of groups inside of the... Yep, and they all have unique ID. Perfect. So now I can very easily reference them when I need to access them, which is good. Right, so now I want to figure out... Oh, and sorry, I need to make this bigger, of course. So, right, what I want to do now is to set up the events correctly. So now, basically when someone clicks on something, and I guess the Unclick, I want to have it on these groups, I suspect. Yeah, possibly. Right, so let's have a look how that works. There was definitely some sort of example in this library. Okay, so Unclick. Right, so this just gets put into data as callbacks. And I can just like here, it puts in a lambda, but I can just put a function here, which gets an mscripton value. Right. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So for each of these, so I will need a function that returns bool actually. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what the bool actually means. Okay, let's look at JavaScript on Unclick. What does that do? They didn't really talk about the boolean, do they? Interesting. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure what the boolean means. I would kind of expect that the boolean means whether the event was handled. And thus, like, if you return false, it basically means it should bubble through like deeper. So if you have like overlapping elements, by saying false, I would expect you can say, okay, like keep, propagating the event further, but or other way around, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I mean, this returns true, so I may not expect that that means it was handled. So sure, let's do that. So this will be on square click, so it will take the mscript value and it will return true for now. And I guess we can do the console logging. Yes, log right. Okay, I kind of want to log, so E okay. Can I just get it as a string? So I kind of want to see what was clicked on. Okay, let's try to look up the documentation for mscript 10. Right. JavaScript checked. Maybe I can just look at it as a string and that will work. std string? I mean, I don't know. Let's try and see. So value, and this will be, yeah, just print the value. That's fine. And then for these G's, what we want to do is, when I'm setting up the attributes, here I want to set up the callback, but not inside of the attributes, right? Yes, inside of callbacks. My mistake. But inside of data, yes. So this, well, okay. Callbacks, yes. So I want on click, on square click. Yes, like that. So this goes away, this goes away, this goes away. Oh, and callbacks is list of lists, obviously. Okay. So this should be correct. No? Inside of data I have attributes. Then I have callbacks. Oh, is it because I don't have the using? Yeah, that's probably it. Still nothing? Expected. What am I screwing up? That's what I'm screwing up. I cannot spell. Okay. Or rather, I cannot even copy paste. Okay. Let's see. So, no, just reload. Okay, so I want to see the console now. So if I... nope. It's not really catching on. But I think I know why. Oops, not that. Because if I do inspect element, it's showing me it's the silly Z order. That's the problem. Because these are actually rectangles. So maybe do I actually... Yeah, so these do have on-click events set up. So maybe do I actually want to draw this as just lines? I probably do. Because I think the problem is right now these are basically blocking the... Well, I can test it pretty easily. I can just get rid of these. Delete node, right? And now if I... It's still not working. Oh, because now it's this rectangle that's blocking it. Okay. Well. Okay. So now, okay, now it's crashing. Amazing. Cannot pass non-string to std string. Right. Okay, so it's not as simple as just saying give me the thing as a string. Okay, well, okay, just a second. What was this example? So this just logs another click, right? Okay, so how do I do this? Again, so I can do isString, right? Okay, so then I guess, yeah. Is true, is undefined, is array. Yeah, okay. But come on, like, don't tell me there's like no helper function that would just take it and just like make a string out of it. That sounds like such a common thing to do. I'm sure there's a way to do that. Debugging, I guess. Oh, okay, no, that's not really what I'm looking for. Damn it. Am I just not seeing it? Sorry. I mean, I could write my own thing, but this like sounds like something that really should be available. Okay, fine, just let's just test it if it works and then play with other stuff later. Right. Yeah, okay, now I need to get rid of the rectangles again. So, okay, these need to go, oops, these need to go away and this one needs to go away. Nope. Doesn't seem to be working. Wait, what did I delete? No, this rectangle needs to go away. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so now it's working. Okay. So it's the rectangles that are blocking the events. So that's easy to fix. I can just draw lines instead of rectangles. But okay, like there's I will need to figure out a way to basically extract the ID out of the value I'm getting. And I'm not quite sure how to do that. Wait, can I do like call? Call this thing. Yeah, okay, this basically needs me to figure out how the heck JavaScript works. So, okay, so get, what's the function? Get element by ID. So if I do get element by ID and I just give it like square 0, right? Document.get, yeah, okay. Right, so what's the interface on this? Get has, is there like a get I, no, there's no get ID. ID? No. Child. Okay. Get ID out of element, I guess. Get attribute ID. Okay. So if I do this, okay, so this returns a string. Okay, so would this be, okay, right now I'm like purely guessing. Oops, not here. So if I do e.call std string get, what was it, get attribute Unscript and value ID. No idea if this will work. Yes, of course. Okay, let's see if this just like throws some errors or if it kind of works. I need to keep deleting this. I just need to fix this so I don't have to deal with this crap. This is pretty annoying. Right. Handle name is not a function, right? But wait, that's weird because that... Okay, I thought that means that I'm calling a function on that element. Okay, script and val. Call open get right. Okay, maybe I don't need this. Okay, so this shouldn't be, this should just be std string. Okay. No, but he doesn't like this one. Why? Yeah, I mean, I do expect the return value to be string, so... Okay, let's see if it was just a mismatch in the parameters. No, still doesn't like it. Well, obviously I'm not doing this because I already have the reference to that object. But then for whatever reason the call... Huh. That's a bit strange. Okay, do they have more examples for call? Not really. Yeah, it's return value, name, arguments. So I guess it could be that I'm not getting what I expect I'm getting. It could be that this is not, like, what I get here is not exactly the object. Okay. So let's just write since I don't see one, like let's just write like a debug string operation. And I guess in this case, well, okay, string. So if e is string, then just return the string, right? So e as std string. Else if e is array, e dot, well, okay, this is tricky because I don't know how to actually do arrays. Okay, let's just for now do is an array as the debug string, and then later try to actually print out the content. So we have is array is string is null. Sure, that will be also simple. Return is null. Else if e dot is number. Right. Numbers are weird in JavaScript, right? Like it's always a float. Std to string, something like this. So if e is undefined, sure, then let's do return is undefined. Else if is true false, yeah, okay, let's just do return something else. Return, oh, okay, the else is catching everything else, okay. Right, and then I guess in here what we can just do is got clicked. Let's just do it the stupid way. So one string plus another string got clicked on, and this will be the debug string e. Right. Okay, and this goes away. So let's see what we get. I really need to get rid of those rectangles. I always, like, the moment I switch to the code, I always forget that how annoying this deleting these things is. Amazing. Okay, so it's none of those. Perfect. Crap. Well, that's not great. So what am I not testing? This is so annoying. Damn it. Okay. Bool true false. What is okay? So I guess let's just test for true or false as well. So okay. right. And I forgot again to delete those, damn it. Right, so console, let's see. No, it's still something else. So it's... well... this is a problem. How the heck do I get the data out of this thing? Or coerce them to C++ values like bool, int, std string. Spool. Okay, this is pretty strange. Is there... can I look at the type of thing in JavaScript? So when I did this, right, so what is the type of I mean, this is clearly an object, right? But oh, it even has a property ID, okay. But okay, let's try something like this. If it has a property of ID, then we will do the magic thing, otherwise we will do the general printout, right? So here, instead of the debug string, I will just do e.pro module property e. Wait, okay, so I mean, how the heck do I then get the property if it has a property? What the heck? Or do I just do this? what's the type of this? As string. Right. Oh, sorry, I just realized. Why is this not wrapping? Damn it. View. Yeah. Settings. Okay, hard wrap at 120. Right. Reformat again. Oh. Wasn't exactly amazingly successful, but it's better. Right. Okay. I don't know if this will work, but let's just try. And okay, now I remember that I need to get rid of the rectangles. Right here, instead of this rectangle. So, okay. So right now I'm drawing a rectangle that's an XY position and then height and width, right? So instead I want to draw a path. So I want to start in XY. Then I want to draw the lines. Okay, that should be fine. So this will be a path now. And I obviously don't need the transparent fill anymore. And the only data I need on the path is just the path itself. So that was D. Or I guess I need also the class, so it's drawn with the correct thickness, right? So right, so the class will be this is line thick was the class, I think. Let's just double check. Yes. And then the actual path will be move to, let me check, I just need to remind myself, yes. So move to XY. Right, okay, so I need to actually generate the path over here. So string path will be, so move to string of X and of Y. Of course, plus is not strings. Okay. So X and Y, then make a horizontal line. So this will be H 100. Oh, but this entire thing won't be. Okay. Doing this in the wrong place. So these I still want as rectangles. What I don't want as rectangles is random blocks. Right. Okay. So move to X. Y. Well, okay, fine. I keep trying to make this a stream, so let's just make it a stream. Alright. So move to here, then a horizontal line of 300, then vertical line of 300, horizontal of minus 300. Let's see if that works. And vertical line of minus 300. Technically this could work. I'm not quite sure if that's how the drawing actually works. So this will be a path now. The class remains. So now this will be the path, and the path will be path dot string, and these all go away. Okay, so that should be matching up. No, wait, I deleted the path. How did it happen? Right. Okay, like this. And obviously I need a string stream. Right. Oh, I'm missing one bracket. Right. Now it should be fine. Yes, okay, let's see if this gets drawn correctly. Wait a second, it does actually close the shape. That's interesting. That's not exactly what I wanted. Because now it will keep catching the clicks, right? It's this one blocks. Yeah. Damn, that's annoying. How do I SVG path to not close shape? Okay, so I guess I should say fill none, but the problem is it still might block the click events even though I do fill none. I was really hoping it will not do that, but let's see. Let's try and see. Right. Okay, so now it's transparent. Now if I delete the backgrounds and I only have the blocks, does this... Oh, okay, so now it doesn't block the click events. Cool. Okay, so I guess this is the solution. This works. Cool. Okay, so that was the block. I still need to fix this rectangle over here. So this one will be pretty simple. So again, line fig. So then we have the path. The path will be moved to 50-50, then horizontal 900, vertical 900, horizontal minus 900, and vertical minus 900. And fill will be not transparent but none. That should work. Perfect. Now our events are not getting blocked. But yeah, okay, so this is got clicked on something else is still showing up, so damn it, I'm not quite sure what the heck is happening here, because I don't really know what exactly are we getting here. I guess what I could do is just have it print this. Like, and see what the heck are we actually getting. Oh, we are getting the event. Oh. Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm such a moron. Okay. Oh, this is... Oh, wow. Okay. But then, wait a second. So this is... Oh. So can I just get like one of these? Can I get like I guess sure, page X call console call wait lock script and val out of an std. I guess no, I can just do e page X. So will this print out, or do I need to actually do something more complicated? Let's see. No, it works. Okay. Well, mystery solved. Perfect. So then I guess I can just get the target out of it and work with that. And I guess the target will be an object, I guess. So, okay, so what happens if I just do target? What happens here? Console. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, so this is a DOM object, right? And okay, weirdly enough, it doesn't have the ID set, which is pretty curious, because I mean, why would it not have the ID set? I mean attributes. Oh, wait a second, because it's catching on the rectangle, not on the G. The G is the one with the ID. Wait, but why would it... Okay, this is weird. This I don't understand. This is some sort of weird JavaScript thing. Is it because the G doesn't have like a fill or something? Oh, wait a second, am I just being stupid and am I setting this on the incorrect thing? Where did I put the callback? No, the callback is on G. What? I would not expect this to behave in this way. This is interesting. I mean, I set the callback on G, but then when I get the callback, it catches on the rectangle. Which is a bit inconvenient because... I mean, I really want to get at the ID, which I mean, I could just set the ID on the rectangle, but why would this happen in such a weird way? Oh wow. Okay, let's... How are they doing it here? So this G, right? It's... Oh, what's its layout? It's just inline, nothing special, right? Oh, but they do have the... Oh, they have the data cell index on the rectangle. So they just... this isn't an ID, it's just a custom attribute, data cell index. Data row, data call, data box, data ring. Oh, that's... I should do that, that's so smart. And I can just repeat it across like all the things. Then whenever the event actually arrives, I don't care because all of them have the same data. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I'm complicating things for myself so much. Like this looks like such an easy way to do it. Okay. So in that case, so for now this one would be ID, this would be data cell ID. And I want the exact same thing on the rectangle as well. So over here, drop down, right. So what I want to actually print out over here, script 10 val global console call, call void lock mscript 10 val E, and then just grab the data cell ID out of it. Okay, no, that should be fine. No, it's not fine. What did I screw up? Oh, I'm missing this bracket. I was looking at it and like, obviously I'm missing a bracket, but I didn't see which one. Right. Undefined. Damn it. Data cell ID. You should have data cell ID. Okay, so what's happening here? Oh, wait a second. This is... Oh, this is some special thing. So I guess it doesn't show up in the... No, it shows up here. What the heck? Data cell ID. Let's just get rid of the extra prefix. That's not really needed. Yeah, this... Somehow I need to access it in a different way, I guess. So... So it has a dataset property. Okay, let's see. Dataset and then cell ID. No, yes, cell ID. Maybe? I'm really not quite sure what I'm doing at this point. Yeah, no, it's complaining. Wait, so if let's just see what happens if I just do dataset. It was datasets, right? It was where the heck is it? Datas. Oh, but with a small s. Maybe that matters. It probably matters. It should matter. Undefined. What the heck? Come on. Oh, of course it's undefined because it's target data set. Damn it. Yes, okay, now we are getting somewhere. So now I can do cell ID. Rebuild. And now I get 40. Perfect. Okay. Ooh. Jeez. Okay, so now we have the element we care about. Cool. Right. Well, I need a short break. So I will be back in like 5 minutes. But yeah, don't go anywhere, and see you soon. Okay, and I'm back. Right. So we have the cell ID then, which is great. Now, okay, so basically what I want to happen is, right, when someone clicks on a square, I want to find any previously highlighted squares and just unhighlight those. And unhighlight. And then highlight the current square. Right. So okay, so I guess what I want is, if I need to basically double check if the click was actually on a square. So this would be e target right. I guess I should just give it something like this. As std string. Oh, okay. Okay, something crazy like that. I will need to add the type. I don't have it right now, but this is what I'm kind of thinking. So let's just log when this triggers for now. Right, string success. Right, and then I need to go to here. Yes, we're in the squares. Data type std string square. Right. Okay, let's see if that works. Now I do have data type square. Let's check the, where the heck is it? Data set type square. Okay, so this this seems to be target dataset type. Okay, what happens if I just log this? So like this. Right. Okay. I mean, it is square, so wait, now it printed success as well. What the heck? Okay, now somehow it fixed itself. Okay, cool. So if you clicked on a square, I want to do I want to look up everything that has a specific class, because this would, like, highlight it will be a specific class. So this would be something like this. So call get elements by class, I think is it. I need to test it in here. So document get elements by class name. Okay, by class name, and the class will be highlighted. I guess square highlighted. Right. So this will be. Right. Yes. Right, and this will give me something back. Yeah, this should give me an mscript value, so okay, so this should give me all the elements that have the highlighted. So if I just print this, right, this one, basically. Res, right. So I need to define this, so this will be square dot highlighted. So fill will be, let's just make it gray, or something like light blue. Sure, okay. So square highlighted light blue. And I guess I can also make square just by itself, and fill transparent. Yep, okay. So, okay, I guess I need to, okay, I can set it up in the console, that's fine. Oops. What do you not, okay, something broke somewhere. This should be, I mean, yes, this should be returning an mscript value. So what is the problem? Doesn't like to do it on the document. Wait, but I'm doing the exact thing down here, right? Wait. Okay, let's see if it complains about this one. Let's just store this. Because if it complains about this one as well, I mean, it definitely shouldn't, but let's see. I guess this should actually return a V node, right? Oh, so night compiled, okay. Okay, this is... Right, I think the return type is wrong in this case if I do it with get elements by class name, because I guess then this will not be... I guess something like this, but I'm not quite sure if that's correct. Because yes, like this should return a vector, not just like a straight up... Ah, okay, never mind. I already see the problem. I'm just being silly. So this can remain to be Unscript and val. The problem I caused was actually this thing over here, because this should be in square highlighted, right? Because this needs to be mscript and value, right? Makes sense. Okay. Okay, stuff is not crashing. Okay, so the HTML collection length 0, so that makes sense. So if I now go and sure, let's just inspect this element and just set its class. Class equals square highlighted. So now if I press here, we should get an HTML collection of size 1. Yes, length 1. And the 0th element is the square highlight. Yes, perfect. Okay, so this works, which is great. So what I want to do here is res as well. Okay, so this becomes tricky. So HTML collection. Can I get it as a std vector of mscript and values? And just do like 0 index? Wait, no. Right. I suspect this will just explode completely, but for science. Yeah, okay, so, I mean... I was about to say, like, now I don't have any elements of that type, but I don't think that's what this error is. Yeah, no, this is... very confused, right? So what do we do? Well, I know it is an array, so Well, okay, this is quite confusing. Like the dot array is taking an array and initializing this as an array. So it's when you're creating the value, but I mean, then what is t in this case? I mean, is array should be true. Didn't compare it. Wait, what? False? It's not an array. How is it not an array? Is the array like nested inside? Am I just misreading the output? What the heck? Okay. Alright, so it's an HTML collection. Length. Okay, I can get the length out of it. That works fine. So if I do this again, so class square highlighted. So now the size is 1. Okay. Does it just like do this kind of stupidity that it basically does this? Oh god, I hope not. I mean, I can get the length and then I iterate over that. It's not the worst, but it's pretty annoying. Yeah, like, wait, so 0 is on. Okay, that makes sense in this case. Class square highlighted, right, and yeah, so it, okay, so that's how it works. Okay, sure, I mean, I can work with that. So I just do this as int, I guess, or unsigned. Plan is this, and then for equals 0 less than plan, class. So then res toString. Actually, let's check if I need to do the toString. Maybe I don't. If I don't, that would be quite convenient. So let's just try to pass in 0 as a 0. And let's see what happens. Unsigned. Right. Okay, maybe it works. Wow, okay, so if I do class square like that. Yes, okay, so sure, I will take that. That's neat. Dynamically typed languages are weird and mysterious. Okay, so but then right, then what I want to do is take the class, right, so I want to turn this into vNode. Actually, I don't really need to turn it into a vNode yet. What I actually want to do is fetch this with this vNode, so it will be shoot, but yeah, okay, it's not that simple. I need to first grab information out of this. Right, so res I need to get the x, y coordinates, so int y will be res I y. X, y, and the square ID, I guess. Res I square ID. Oh, but that's yes, okay, like this. Slightly, and I mean, I know the type is square, that I already tested that, okay. Right, so now, okay, so s int, s int, s int. So I hope that will all work. So now I need to generate the replacement. So basically okay, let's just write a function for that. So vNode render square, and this will be, I need the ID and I need the XY, right? So int id, int x, int y, and this will just return this up to, where's the end of it? Right here. Okay. xy id, just return this, and then here I just call it render square square id xy, and then I just want to bring this up here to render the replacement. So this will be fetch the res at I with render square xy. Okay, so this should do an unhighlight. Let's see if that works. No matching initialization. What the heck? Ah. Yes. Then it is a function, of course. Right. Keep making typos. Still not render square. Right, because the square ID. Right, so this will be just I times 9 plus j. And okay, I still need the square ID for the surrounding thing, but that's fine. Right, okay, so if I just click, this shouldn't do anything, everything should be fine. Perfect. Now if I inspect element, do the class square highlighted. Okay, now if I click, nope, it broke. Okay. Cannot convert animated length to int. What the heck? Object SVG animated length to I mean, I guess this is complaining that X. Let's just move this up a bit. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, these are like very complex objects, but crap. So what the heck do I do with this? I guess I want to read the base value. So, right. Holy crap, I wasn't expecting the like XY coordinates to be such a complicated object. So it's like X, base val, and then value. Okay, so complicated. So X, base val, value. Okay. Okay, so that's still fine. Then inspect this element. Class square highlighted. Cannot convert 40 to int. Are you sure about that? You should be able to convert 40 to int. What the heck? It's the cell ID that's not catching on. I mean, like, it's a number, obviously. You should be able to convert 40 to int. Like, do you not like like that it's signed, or what's the problem here? That's very, very strange. Inspect. It really doesn't want to convert this. I mean, yeah, so there's an obvious difference between like this number and this number. Like, I don't, is it just that this is like represented as a string, so I need to do like std string I mean, I guess that's fine because I can just, yeah. That's okay. Like, let's just make it string. Doesn't particularly matter in this case. So yes, then I can just fall back on this being the square ID, and then this thing doesn't need to do the toString. Not really, and welcome back. So I didn't really work on that part at all, honestly. So there is actually a good reason. I have a good excuse. I just want to quickly try if this is working. Right. Okay. I will be right back with you with my explanation and excuse. But I just want to square highlight it. Damn it, the patching doesn't work. Okay, never mind. So the reason why I didn't, and I actually know how to fix it, but the reason I didn't is I really want to have an UI where I can basically easily input puzzles without the need to, like, you know, go into text mode and do nonsense and just play with, you know, have a solve button. That's my goal for now, because that's the like super painful thing right now, like testing the solver and seeing what's happening. It's super awkward because everything is in text mode. So I really want to get the UI working, and then I will go back and fix like the 17 cell puzzles, add support for like weird Sudokus and stuff like that. Why is this not working? Render square. So I mean, this should be replacing this with this, but it's not. So this is way crazier than a HTTP JavaScript library. What this is mscripten. So this is C++ that compiles into JavaScript. So this is like the ultimate crazy thing you can do. It's taking all the C++ code, compiling it into JavaScript, and then it runs in the browser. And you have like an interface to manipulate the HTML. I'm kind of using the C++, like more C++ style interface, but there is literally, like I can show you. There is this thing, so you can write basically this kind of stuff with like HTML elements inside of your code, and it will just, you need basically to pass it through GCCX, which is like preprocessor, so it does then convert it into this like more C++ style thing, but you can actually write like HTML inside of your C++ code and it will just work. It's pretty crazy. And you can like do, C++ lambdas that handle JavaScript events, and yeah, good stuff. But now I'm running into a weird thing where this code here is supposed to replace the square, but it's not. Serving, so this is just I think what am I running even? It's a Python web server, but it's really just like reading the files. There's zero server-side logic here. Like it's all running in the browser. So the only thing the web server does is just serves the files, the static files. Again, like what the compilation does, like you can see it here, like linking main.js. Yes, so I haven't done that yet, but it will happen, and I already know it works. What I'm working on now is getting the UI working in HTML, and then I can basically just like compile in my solver and just call like the solve method that I already have in my solver and give it the data from the HTML UI. And then read the data out of it and just display it. That's kind of the idea. Page. I mean, this should be... Okay, I'm missing something here. There's something obvious I'm missing here. But okay, so this will be the unhighlight, and because it's super awkward, let me just write the highlight part. So I will need the render square, I guess, highlighted. I can just make it by having a class here. So this will be just a square, and then okay, like that. And then I need to change this function over here. Right, attributes, class, so the CSS class, right? So here it will be just square, and then what should happen here is just target, right? So patch target render square. Oh shoot, okay, I need the ID. Okay, I need these again. So this will be target. Yes, like this. So this, where am I? Right, square ID X, Y, square highlighted. Oops. Right. Okay. I don't think this will work, but let's see. Yeah, it's not really flipping the squares around. I think the problem is this is not really a good substitute for the actual element, I think. So what can I do? I could give everything a unique ID. Something like this. Then I guess in here and instead of this, I will just grab it from the as a string, obviously. I will just grab it from the DOM by ID. I guess I don't really have to actually convert that. So be global call, right. Right. Dot call. Okay. Let's try this. Underscore. Right. And I guess the same idea over here. Instead of this stuff, I want this thing, and this will just be EID. Okay. Handle is now. Okay, so let's. I need some logging because there's something I'm missing. So let's just log this, and I guess let's just log the E as well, just to see. Right. Oh, because the I keep making this mistake. It should be target ID, target ID. Square, rectangle. So I mean, this should work. I mean, get element by ID. Okay, let's just see if this works. I mean, it should. So this should get the element correctly. Unless there's something really weird going on. Yeah, okay, so this does return the element. So why does this patch then not correctly replace it? Am I missing something? This should work. Or is the problem that this is already patched in and I should just remember the pointers? It could be. It definitely could be. So I guess let's do that then. So over here, pretty ugly, but sure, let's just make a global for now. And what I want to do here is just do a pushback on that. So squares dot pushback this thing. This will just be squares dot back. And I guess then over here, when I get the square ID, what I actually want to do is patch. I need to get this into an int, right? So is there like, we have the toString things, but do we have the opposite? CPP reference. toString. So there's the toString. Is there? Yes. So there are two I, right? So int id equals square id, and then patch squares id with the new rendered square, and squares id I want to overwrite with that because I want a new pointer. And I guess the same idea I want to happen over here, so this can go away. Id equals this thing again. So squares id equals patch squares id. Okay, let's see if that fixed it. No, does not seem to work. Okay, do I have the, yes, I do have the squares correctly. So why would this patching not work? Interesting. So, okay, let's do some debugging then. Right. Oh wait, maybe the... Am I setting... Okay, I'm not setting the namespace. Maybe that's the problem. That was a problem before as well. So let's see. No, still doesn't work. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the problem is. I mean, I should definitely have the correct pointer, that's fine. It's just that the patch somehow doesn't want to update. Let's quickly see. Okay, I just pinged the author of the library, so I'll see if he has time and us is around. Yeah, it's curious. I'm like... okay. Because I should actually... thinking this right. if unsafe patch is equal to false, any old vnode passed must be the resulting vnode from the previous call to patch. Okay. Okay, maybe I need to set the unsafe patch to true. Right. Wait, how do I set that actually? Config dot unsafe patch, right. Let's see. Maybe that was it. Because strictly speaking, I mean, it's one of the vnodes that I'm passing around, but it's not explicitly the result of the call. Ah, it works. It works. It was the unsafe patch. Okay. Perfect. So now when we click around, it basically goes and unselects the previous square and it selects the new one. Okay. So what I want now, I want to listen on keyboard input, and if someone presses a number, I want to put it into the square. Okay, that's the next step. Cool. But I need a very short break. Yeah, I need to refill my water and stuff. Cool. But yes, this is great progress. So see you in 5 minutes. Okay, and I'm back. So, right, let's get back into it. So now for the keyboard events, right? So first of all, let's get rid of the debug print. We don't need this anymore. One thing though I want to do is basically just do a very simple void debug log std string and I guess, well, yes, okay, so I want to make two of these. So debug log with mscript and val. So this will just print an E, and this will be just a debug log of yeah. Like this, right? Okay. So then I don't have to repeat the complicated stuff, and I can just do I guess something like this, debug log this, right? Okay, let's quickly test if that works. No matching candidate, no conversion from right, because this is in the wrong order, of course. Right. Let's see. Okay, now it works. So just quickly reload. Yes, that still works. Perfect. Okay. So we have that. Right. Okay. So now we want to set up the on keyboard events stuff. And for that I need to go to JavaScript. So JavaScript keyboard event. Key press, I guess. Deprecate it. So wait a second. So what is the, well, well, this is so useful. Oh, on key down, finally. Okay. I was like, they keep talking about that this is deprecated, but not mentioning what's actually the replacement. Amazing. Right, so... Right. On key down. Property target on key down. So I guess okay. How do I actually do that? I kind of want to catch. Yeah, I kind of want to catch all key downs anywhere on the document. So I wonder. Yeah, so these are just clicks on these things, but like structure. I mean, I can set it on the UI as a callback, but I don't know if that will. Okay, let's just try it. So, or actually, let's check out mscript then, because there was something about keyboard presses here, if I remember correctly. Okay, what the heck just happened? Okay, I think it's just Restream is having a minute, but I'm hoping the stream is still up, hopefully. Right, okay, so it's just Restream is being weird. Okay, wow, scared me for a second. Okay, right, mscript then. So there's interacting with code. Not working now. Connecting. API reference. HTML5 keys. Right. Okay. Keyboard events. Yeah, I don't think that's what I want. Well, okay, let's just do it so right next to the Unclick, let's just do on key press, was it? What was the event again? The one I should be using on key down, right? On key down, right? So I need the function on key down. Over here, I guess. On key down, and it gets mscript and value, right? Okay, so let's just start by logging this. So debug log e. So whenever I press something, it should log it, I hope. Okay. So rebuild and see. Yes, return true, of course. Okay. Where's my, yes, this browser, here. Nope, it's not catching the keyboard. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Okay, so I will need to set it elsewhere then. Well, I mean, I can do the brute force approach and just do basically switch it around, and this can be my root. And this can go away. So then in here I get my root, and the render puzzle actually will render h body children. So this will be the only child. But what I want here is the callbacks, and yes, here I want to put in the on key down and yes, like that. So let's see if that works. Oh, I guess this shouldn't be ID root. Definitely not. Right. Oh, what the heck? Why did this like suddenly increase in size like crazy? Oh, but now, cool. I am getting keys. Perfect. Okay. Okay. This is very good. So now what we want to do is when we get a key, damn it, I need to change this because this is crazy. I think the problem is, yes, okay, I don't want to change root, I want to change right, I guess this should be ID canvas or something. Yeah, canvas, and in the CSS this needs to change the canvas. So it's reasonable size again. No? Oh, I didn't rebuild, of course. No. Okay, perfect. So yes, okay, I'm getting a bunch of keys, that's fine. So now in here, so let's look at these things. So I get a key. Right, so if I get a key that's a number, right, I want to do a special thing, right. So E key I guess it's between a 0. Okay, so if this is okay, so if this is less than equal 0 and e key 0 is not the other way around, bigger equal 0 and less than equal 9, then we have a number, I guess. So okay, let's just test it by logging only in those cases. Yeah, crap. Okay, so this is still okay. I want to have it as std string, as std string. Okay. Okay, and it doesn't. Okay, cool. So it only logs numbers. Perfect. So if we get a number, we want to look at if we have any highlighted squares, which is already here. So we just grab things that I highlighted and then loop over those. And right, so now the tricky part. Now we actually need to render the number. Oh, I may need to change this because right, actually what I want is I have a square. Okay, I have a square, right? There's a text. Yeah, there's a rectangle and a text inside of the square. So what I want to be patching here and here, like in all these places, actually is the G maybe, right? Or is there a way to get like the parent of a thing? So okay, inspect. So if I have this, so if I do document get element by ID, square, rectangle, 59, right? So this gives me this thing. Get per, is there like give me the parent parent element. Oh, perfect. Okay, I can do call parent element on this thing. Right. So I still need to change the render. Oh, geez. Right, so Okay, what I'm doing right now is a little bit awkward because I'm getting the rectangles that are inside of the squares and I'm re-rendering those. What I should be doing I mean, I guess honestly I can do all of that, right? Like I have the squares. So basically what I actually want is to have a structure that's like rendered Sudoku square, right? And this will have the vnode container. It will have the vnode background. It will have the vnode text. Sure. And then I can add like things. I can then have, for example, if I want to later add the like small numbers, right? Like if I want to do basically this stuff like 1, 2, 3, this can be just, and I think is it actually the same here? Like let's see, inspect, how does this guy do it? Oh yeah, it's like a outer pencil. Sure. I mean, yes, basically I can just then add extra stuff. And then this thing should actually be this. Render Sudoku square, right? And then wherever I'm actually touching this, right? So this would be square dot background, just replacing the background. Here and I guess dot background, right? I just need to change the pushback, like the initial setup. Background dot background, and then I don't really have to, like, I can just, this way I don't really have to mess with the stuff. Right, so here okay, so this would be one thing. So okay, vnode background will be this. Vnode text will be right. So for now, I guess text. Okay, so this is positioned the same way as the school. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, it's actually offset by 50. Oh, that's very curious. Huh. Interestingly, like it doesn't line up perfectly. It's slightly off to the right, but it's very close. Okay. Righto. So I guess I need to render text as well. Render square text, and I guess I should call this background, right? Square background, square text. So this will be string yes, ID we want still the same, int x y std string css class, right? Okay, so this all can I guess. Okay, I need to change the music a little bit. This is getting annoying. Let's do. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this will return age, text, data, attributes. Right. Now ID will be square text with the ID. Then, sure, I just do the namespace to make sure, even though that might not be needed. Then class will be just class. Okay, that's all the same. Now the actual fun stuff, right? So XY, that is the same. Text anchor will be middle. Text anchor middle. Alright, like this. I will leave the font size for the class. I guess that's it, and I will. So this will just be rendered initially empty. So this should be fine. Right, so render square. Okay. Square ID remains the same. So sure, let's do x plus 50, y. This was like plus 25 or something. No, plus what? Plus 75. That's... Wait, that doesn't make much sense to me. Why would the Y offset be so much larger? But okay, for now I will not think about it, just... Sure, let's just make it work. Okay, so this is the digit. Right, so this would be... squares back dot background squares dot back dot contain the text, right? And container pushback render square. So squares, right? Okay, let's do it this way. Dot background, and then squares dot back dot container will be this thing, and then what I push back into the result is squares.back.container, right? Okay. Render square background, okay, that's fine. I think I broke something over here, right? So this thing needs fixing. Render square background, yes. Okay. Right. Squares ID dot background. Yeah, I think I have some issue with. Oh, there was some bad code pasting, right? Okay, so let's go back to the on key down. Okay, so here I actually don't want to change that, I want to change the text. Render square text digit. Sure, so this would be again plus 50 plus 75, that's fine. Right, but the thing I want, render square text, right. I also need to add a value. So, right. Render square text, string value equals empty. Wait, how do I actually... how do I do values in this thing? So H S3 string title. Okay, so it's just like plain in there. Okay. So I guess after data, just value. That should work, I think. So then I need to change the declaration as well. And in here, what I want to do is I do have the digit. Yes, so this will be, the value will be E key S std string. Okay. Yes, I'm double defaulting, that's wrong. Okay. Right. So let's see if we are golden. I mean, it works. It perfectly works. Okay, I just need to finagle the this thing. So digit font size 75. Sure. Let's make it slightly smaller. And I guess the font family can remain. That's fine. Oh, rebuild. I need to rebuild stuff. Right. So, okay, that's a little bit too large. So, okay, let's try like, I don't know, 60. Okay, I do need to rebuild. And it looks more reasonable, although... Okay, let's inspect it. Yeah, the position isn't best, so I think I need to add more to the Y coordinate. But otherwise it's pretty dead on center. But I also kind of want it a little bit more, even it's still too big. Sure, let's try 50. That looks much better. Okay. No, this I like very much, and it scales just fine. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, cool. We have a simple UI where we can just input numbers. Perfect. So since I have that, okay, now I want to do another small thing. So I want to just have a simple array of numbers, which I will also update as I'm updating this thing. So, because that will help me to plug it in with my Sudoku Solver. So std vector of or I could just put it in here. So the only reason why I want to do this is to avoid, so I don't have to basically like re-figure out what's the value. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's fine. So on key press, in here, squares id dot value equals this thing minus 0, and that should be fine. Right. Oh, we are so close, so close. Perfect. Okay, so this is all working. So what I need to do now, I need a button. I need a button somewhere. Or I guess I don't exactly need a button. So what I can do is actually let's ignore buttons. Let's do else debug log e. So if I do that, rebuild, of course. Oh, I'm getting so excited, so close. Okay, so if I press enter, okay, it's a key enter, perfect. Okay, so enter will be my thing. So else if e key dot std string equals enter. So here will be the solve. Right, perfect. So okay, music. I don't want spoken word, so let's just do that. Right, so here I need to trigger my solver, so let's get that working. So first of all, I want to do it in the simple way. So what I would actually do is, okay, let's get me another terminal. So very simply, I will just take my Sudoku Solver and I will just copy the code into my UI. Sudoku except for the main, right? So source solver plop, and yep. So basically now I want to go and change the Simek list, so the executable will be just solver and all these files. Right, so block checker, solver, oh, I guess I don't need the progress bar, that's silly. Right, smart solver, solver square, sure, Sudoku, right, so that should be all. And now in my main, what I want to do is include the solver and I guess also Sudoku. Right, so include solver slash Sudoku and include solver slash smart solver, right? And over here, what I want to do is Sudoku. Now I just, okay, so this, what the heck are the constructors? I have completely forgotten already. So yes, size base 9. Also, this is actually fine. Okay, so like this. Now I want to loop over my squares, and if the square has a value, I want to set it right. Okay, so that needs an additional tiny thing, so this should be by default 0. Will that compile just like that? Maybe not. Oh, there's like a lot of problems. Right. I'm sure this doesn't actually set the correct language version. Does it? No, it doesn't. So actually I want to compile this as C++ 17. So for that, I had it somewhere here. Actually, I'm setting it to C++ 20. I guess that's okay. So set Simek CX standard 20. Okay. Rebuild. No, that didn't seem to do it. Okay, I guess it's a different flag elsewhere. So that would be, I guess, standard project settings. No. So where the heck is that? Okay. What the heck? Make verbose one. So what are you compiling with? Come on. Simek. I don't really see STD in here. Okay, let's just switch back to 17 and let's see. Oh, well, damn it. Okay, let me check this. This kind of looks like M script and doesn't really like modern C++, but let's see. Okay, so it does say that it's supposedly so why does this not this is setting GNU 11 as the standard. Is this coming from this Simek somewhere? Ah, here it is. Okay. Okay. So let's retry. Okay, much better. Right, so back to the code. So, as I said, over here, right. So now I want to go over times, well, okay. S dot. Right, okay, so I guess I want to do something like this. Right, and then Sij equals squares I times 9 plus j dot value, right? And then s dot Sudoku what's the function called, damn it? In my smart solver solve, right. No, this isn't in the Sudoku namespace, that's weird. Okay. Oh, I need the solve stats as well. Sure, so I need solve stats, then smart solver solve Sudoku with stats. If this succeeded, then what I want to do is the reverse process. So I want to go basically this loop Okay, so these are actually squares, so I want to but set it to an unsigned int works just fine. Except that means this should be an unsigned, which doesn't change much. I guess this should be to view. Yes. Sure, unsigned wrong. No, that's wrong. These are the IDs. Not IDs. What the heck? Value. Sure. Okay, that's fine. So here I want to squares I times 9 plus j dot text equals the patch with this render square text square ID. This is all fine. Oops, but okay. Yes, okay. Oof, okay. This is a bit tricky. Yes, I should remember the XY coordinates for sure when I'm rendering this stuff. Where the heck is it? Render. No. Here, right. X equals X and squares dot back dot Y equals Y. Right. So then when I'm here, where the heck was that? Right here. When I'm in here, I can just do this is so annoying. Wait, square ID is an int. Right. Okay. So std string square ID equals to string int ID. Okay, let's take it step by step. So this, then this, then okay, these two will be IDs. Then the X will be squares ID dot X, squares ID dot Y. Let's call it digit solved. Okay, I can do it slightly better. This one. Key. Okay, so this won't be key. This will be s I j dot value. But this should be a string, right? Render. Yes. Okay, so this needs to go to string. Are you? Yeah. Okay. So this std. Right. but this thing should be now happy. Right. Except this is also to string, right? So reformat all this crap. Okay. Okay, that's looking good. So what I wanted to do is std string CSS class equals digit solved, except if dot value is not 0, then I want to set the CSS class to digit. So I basically distinguish when I updated the value and not updated the value. Right. Right, so now I just need to introduce digit solved. Font color. No, what the heck is it? Font. It's not font color. Is it just color? Yes, it's just color. Blue, dark blue. What's like a reasonable color? Royal. Ah, okay, sure. So. Not underscore dash, right? Okay. Okay, so I guess now the moment of truth. So this is my solver, right? So let's just reload. This is still working, perfect. Okay, so I need a puzzle. So I guess I can just copy this puzzle over here. Okay, so this will be a 1, this will be a 3, 6, 1, 3, 4, 8, 4, 7, 6, 3, 5, 9, 7, 9, 6, 4, 1, 7, 7, 8, 2, 6, 9, 2, 1, and then 4, 2, 1. Right. Whew, the moment of truth. Enter. Is it doing something? Did anything happen? I'm not sure. Crap, I should have added more debug logging. Is anything happening? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. No, I think it's... Oh, crap. Yeah, there's some issues happening, obviously. Oh, shoot. Okay. So... yes, because now I can click on a number. Okay, I guess I need a little bit of debugging, but what's happening? So... solve. So I guess else I want to debug log unable to solve this puzzle. So I guess that's the first thing. Okay, let's rebuild. So I guess if I just press enter, unable to solve this puzzle. Okay, makes sense. So, okay. 3, 6, 1, 3, 4, press enter. Okay, still unable to solve this puzzle. 8, 4, 7, 6, 3, 5, 9, 7, 9, 6, 4, 1, 7, 7, 8, 2, 6, oops, 2, 6. I should still be saying unable to solve puzzle. Okay. 9, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. Oh, it's still saying unable to solve puzzle. Which is strange. That would kind of suggest that something is wrong in okay, if oh right, okay, I kind of suspect I know what's happening. So in my equals operation, or the heck is it? Right here, square operator equals this one, single bit number. Right. Okay. This is not ready for zeros, and that's what I'm doing. So actually what I want to do is, if value equals 0, then squares sij dot reset to reset, and else set it to value. Right. Okay. Unfortunately, now I need to refill it again. Okay, I think the next big thing will be like save and load puzzles, because like this is already saving a lot of hassle from like doing it in text, but I really don't like inputting this puzzle over and over, so having some sort of save and load feature would be amazing. Or even like it could even be just like a URL thing where like if I put in like a specific parameter in the URL, it just loads the puzzle. I'm not quite sure if JavaScript can like read the URL parameters or something, because if it can, then that would be a pretty nifty way to do it. I wouldn't really have to like work with files at all. I would just have to basically have a thing in the URL. It works! It works! Damn it! Finally, it works! I'm so happy right now. Whew. Holy shit. There's still a shit ton of work. Like, I already see a bug. Like, if I click on a number, like on the actual number, and I think my classes are not working exactly as they should, but man, Oh, I am feeling so good right now. Amazing. Oh, this is so good. Oh man. This has been a long road to reach this point. Like from now on, everything is just iterative steps. Like this was the big jump. Whew, man. Ah, so good. Well, okay, let's fix the little things. So first of all, what the heck is happening here? So inspect element. Text digit solved. Okay, why the heck is this not correctly colored? It has the color, so it's font. No. How the heck do I set the color of the font? What the heck? CSS font color. Oh, text color. No, so it's just color. What the heck? So why is this not working? Like this should be blue. Like it has color royal blue. Okay, so if I write it here, color royal blue. Ah, what the heck happened? No. What the heck? Is SVG special in some way? So SVG text color. Oh, fill. Because this is SVG, I need to set fill, not color. Okay, that makes sense. So let's just test it. Fill equals blue. Yes, okay, good. So that's one thing solved. Royal blue. Yeah, sure, okay. So that's one mystery solved. Then the problem, if I click on the number, okay, this is, I will need to fix it in the handler of the Unclick, because basically I need to go from the number to the rectangle, but still handle it the same way. Yeah, okay, that's not a big deal. Okay, I can do that. So fix the color and fix this thing, right? So let's do that. This one, it's just simply here. That's pretty straightforward. So okay. Dataset type, right. I'm not setting this on the text, am I? I should. So in my render text, right. So here I'm setting the ID, data cell ID and data. Okay, so these two I'm missing. So the ID is fine, but this will be the text. So the distinction I need to make here is if wait a second. Okay. Maybe. Okay, I think I need to make it this way. Okay, so put in one there. Okay. Right, okay, now I have the problem. If I click on it, it doesn't correctly change. So yes, previously it was crashing because this didn't exist, like the dataset type didn't exist for my text nodes. Right, square highlighted. So I think this is still fine. Cell ID. Okay, so actually, since I added the data, this should be fine if I just do or equal text, right? Oops, nope, apparently not. So what am I missing? To int. Oh, because I don't have the XY coordinates here. Right, but I don't need this because I made the change over here. So now I can do squares id.x and squares id.y, right? And I guess the same idea over here. Squares id.x squares id.y, right? Reformat code. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now it works fine. Okay, that's a slight thing I want to fix. Right. So actually, I don't want 0. But if the key is right, else debug log e. So let's just rebuild. Right, so if the key is delete, or I guess backspace, oops, no, that probably won't work. Okay, backspace is backspace, right? So yeah, I cannot really hijack that, fine. That's not an issue. So okay, only delete is fine. So if the key is a delete, I actually want to remove the thing. So if the key is delete, I want to get the highlighted thing, so this will be okay, so here I also don't need the XY, so this will be squares id dot x and squares id dot y. Okay. Right. But then I want to borrow this code. Over here. So I want to grab the thing and I just want to set the value to 0 and here the value key, not key as string but std string over 0. Right. No, actually empty, right? Not a 0. It's a value 0, but the text is empty, right? So let's try that. Okay. Set 1, delete. 2, delete. Okay, perfect. This works. So let's just try it again if it still works, if I didn't break anything. Oh, but good. This is now working, which is amazing. And yeah, I really need to invent some sort of save and load functionality. But other than that, this is excellent. Okay. Yeah, and basically the next thing is if the solver is not able to solve a puzzle, then basically it should do the... Oh, come on, now it says everything to blue. Ah, okay, but anyway, it's working. Okay. That's annoying. Why did... Where is the bug? Solve. So if the value isn't 0, then class should be digits. So, yeah, because here it doesn't do that actually. Okay. Actually, can I style editor? So style. So if I just do digit fill black, no, okay, so this is weird because this is not picking up. CSS class equals digit. Yes, because as usual I'm a complete moron. Right. Weirdly enough, this should have gotten highlighted that it isn't used. I don't know why the ID didn't pick up on that. Okay. So okay, no, stop. Right. Don't care. Okay. So let's actually see. 4, 8, 4, 7, 6, 3, 5, 9, 7, 9, 6, 9, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. Right. Now it works. Good. Okay. Right. So I'm pretty happy with. Yes, perfect. Like this is. I can just go around, delete some stuff, and it gets refilled. Perfect. Cool. So what would be the next stuff to do? Well, I think I'm for sure done for today, but the things I kind of want to do next, well, number one is it would be neat. Right now I can only select like one thing. Oh, there's something still. Oh, did I just like click exactly on a yeah, I think if I like click on a yeah, I will need to fix the conditions there. Like if I exactly click on the line, it kind of screws up, but okay, the details. Right, so what would be super useful is be able to select multiple things. So that's number one, either through like holding Control or Shift or just dragging. I will have to, like for that I would have to play with like mouse down and up or something like that, and just like, yeah, it will be a bit tricky to set it up, but it shouldn't be too difficult. So that's one thing. Second thing is the ability to have the sub values in the nodes, the ability to have different colored nodes, which actually, yeah, okay, so how does that actually work here? So okay, so I have like selected stuff, right? And then if I color things, so let's just color this red, color this yellow. Okay, so then the selection is kind of blending. Is it just that it's like transparent? Okay, inspect element. Inspect this one. Ah, yes, so this has like 0.5 blend. Yeah, and the highlight also has like a 0.5. Okay. Right. I mean, I guess that works. Like, that's actually a good solution to this. I kind of like it. It's slightly hard to see though. So I wonder if I could do like a different type of highlight. Like I could make the border extra thick or something. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's have a look at the other UI. Where is it? Did I close it? Oh, this one. Right. So, right, if I have like a bunch of... Okay, so let's switch to colors. So let's make this orange. Let's make this gray. Yes, it's also kind of a blend, but the select color is much more aggressive. Yeah, this is like a 50% blend, I think, or it's just that the select color is much darker, so it kind of ends up with a different result. I mean, one thing I could do, I could actually, like, if I take basically care selecting these colors, like the highlight colors, I can basically make sure that no matter, like, right, like, no matter what the color, it's still unique enough that you can tell what's happening. like basically have, yeah, like have it blend into like the complementary color or something. Well, that's not really a blend anymore then, but okay, yeah, I'm not sure. Something, yeah. Yeah. But cool. I have my Sudoku UI working, amazing. Yeah, I don't know how it triggered the error previously. Somehow it happened. Yeah, okay, there's something you can click on that triggers it. I'm not quite sure what. But yeah, cool, very cool. So yes, thanks for watching. I will be back next week for sure. Basically at this point I have a UI that works, so I can start playing with the puzzles way more than before, because this is just so much more convenient to like enter the data. I think I will just ignore this like sidebar thingy for now and just use keyboard shortcuts for a while, because yeah, I mean this is kind of awkward to implement. I don't really need it. Like for now this is mainly for me, so just having it work through keyboard shortcuts like this is perfect. I don't really need more. But yes, this is definitely cool, and there's a lot of stuff to continue improving. Yep, I will try to make a release. So I did enable GitHub pages on the Sudoku Solver repo. So the UI I put in a separate repo. So what I will try to do offline is actually figure out a way to have this available and served by GitHub so that people can actually try it. I'm not sure if I will manage, but I will try. But yes, I mean, I'm very happy with the progress this weekend. Like, last couple of weekends was not that amazing, but this weekend, good. I'm very happy, very happy. So thanks again for watching, and that's all for this weekend. See you next time, as in next weekend, or next video, depending if you're watching the video. See you!